Sometimes life can seem unfair because, in general, it is. But eventually, sort of the ebbs and flows of life even out. So you could be struggling, you could be going through an awful lot of life lessons, but eventually you transcend the circumstance. Likewise, there'll be people potentially take advantage, maybe even go as far as try to destroy your reputation. And maybe it seems like they have the life that you would like. If they've done it in a very malevolent way. So very underhanded and conniving. But the thing is, that eventually, that faulty foundation it was built upon comes crumbling down. And I've always considered that within my own life, to be honest. I don't really care what other people are doing. I focus solely on my own. But I have an innate awareness of the life people are naturally building. And I can see how fake it is. A lot of people build upon the idea of posturing above other people. So on the out, everything for them is all a facade. It's all about just keeping up appearances. So they'll keep themselves miserable just so that the people on the outside think it's great. It's weird, isn't it? Like, I could never understand that. I'd rather people just think I'm doing terrible, even though I believe in myself. You know, that's the thing. It's like I can be struggling, but it's like there's a means to an end, and there's an end goal in mind. And I recognize that sometimes you have to reset. Sometimes you have to go through struggle. Sometimes you have to have nothing. And that's okay, because unless I'm prepared to sacrifice to that extent, I'll never get a chance to rebuild and get to where I'm going. But some people, they just won't do it. And then when you finally start to grow and ascend and you've really, really building your character, you've been working on yourself, it's a whole process. It takes years and years. A lot of comments along the way as well. And then people try and look down at you. It's ridiculous when you look back. And I always knew in the moment, yeah, I don't want to digress. I was gonna mention a specific scenario that would probably correlate quite well with this. Um, but I might as well do it while I'm sitting here. I might as well talk about it. So through family court, for instance, I was accused of different things, and it was ridiculous. It was like I'm having to, and I don't give it enough weight because I just think it's pathetic, you know. And I think other people in the situation, it'd probably eat at them to this day. For me, it isn't. It's just another thing to deal with, you know. So not only did I have the parental alienation and separation from my daughter, I had to contend with false accusations of abuse. It was emotional abuse, apparently. No evidence. I didn't even know exactly what the situation was until over a year later. I kept pressing for like, what is the accusation though? Like, what is the actual detail of this accusation so we can put it to bed? But then they kept derailed. I don't want to go too far with this, but proceedings kept getting derailed. So we never got a chance to address it. So this all happened back in April 2017. By October 2018, things have all been finished. But I think it was July, I think it was around about July 2018. So it took over a year. We finally got a chance to deal with this situation once and for all. And it was finally like, what are you actually accusing me of? And what evidence do you have to support this? Um, and I didn't expect much, to be honest, but I expected something. I expected something where, you know, especially if you get into the end of a relationship, are they just trying to set you up, make you angry? What are you actually trying to hold over me? Because I'm interested by this. You know, it's one thing. We all have moments in our relationships where maybe you can get a bit annoyed, and that happens. That's not abuse. You know, there's a big difference between the two. They had literally this situation. They had absolutely nothing. And I was like, I wasn't really surprised, but I expected something. You know what I mean? Like, you expect something of fabrication. At least make an effort to lie if you're lying. You can't just disrupt someone's life when over a year, spread publicly. Publicly, this was. I had people coming up, not making accounts trying to slander my name. I actually got the police involved because I don't mess about with that. So they were gonna take it further. I just said, well, we'll give them a chance to calm down. But yeah. But it's just ridiculous, isn't it? How low people go. Now they might forget that. I don't forget anything in my life. My life is like a history book. I remember every moment. I remember the dates. I remember the time. I remember all of it. So you couldn't possibly come up to me and act like we put the past behind us. It's like I know your character. I know what you did. That's not normal. That's not normal. So I'm going through family court, and as I said, we've got that situation. They had nothing. Meanwhile, I think I had nearly 100 pages, but I'd whittled it down to 50 pages worth of evidence, which I didn't even have to provide. Because when someone's accusing you of something, it's for them to provide evidence of the accusation. Because like my solicitors were saying, you can't prove a negative. It's not for you to prove a negative, So it's for them to prove that it happened. I'm like, right, but I've still got all this, and it's ridiculous. So I've got like loads of messages saying about how I'm their rock, I'm their support system. I even had there was actually a message which I thought was quite key, but whether anyone really noticed it, I did. It was a moment where within a personal message, the person said, well, I'll go to the police and say you did this and that. And then even in the message, I'm like, but I didn't do that. So why would you do that? Say, well, because I can. And it's like, that's quite spiteful. That just showed that moment that you had the potential to do that, and you threatened me with it back then. So that's quite crazy, but I must have overlooked it for whatever reason. So yeah, and I had all these messages where I've had messages where I'm like, well, I've got no problem if you just want to go and stay with your family and do all this for a little bit just to take a break. And they're like, no, I want to be with you. And it's like, well, if you're abusive, why the hell would you want to be with me when I'm telling you can go and do, none of it added up. And it's like, I've got pages of this shit. I've still got it now. I've got permanent copies of this stuff. Not that I need it, but it's like there. And then I've got nothing against me. And it was like, there should be repercussions for this. But like my solicitor said at the time, because I was really pissed off, to be honest. It was like, you know what? You tried to ruin my name. You've tried to ruin my life. Not my name. You've tried to ruin my life. You've literally tried to destroy me. You tried to make me a shell of a human to the point where I pretty much kill myself. And I don't say that lightly, because people that go through at false accusations of abuse, there's many examples of where people have lost their lives for it. So I don't take it lightly. It's just that I know how stupid and shit it is that I don't really give it much thought. But if I start going deeper and I think, what was that person's goal? What were they doing it for? I think that is a really, really sinister plot. That is a sinister plot. As far as to accuse it and then start making public comments of accusing me of this, accusing me of that. That's what their partner was doing, by the way. And I knew it was their partner because they were hiding. None of these have the balls to use their real name, by the way. So everything I do is my name. I've done it the whole way through. On my books, you can see my face. I'll stand up and hold myself accountable. I talk publicly like I do now. These people make fake accounts and pretend this, and then they talk shit. And it's like, you are pathetic and weak. While I'm resilient and strong. And I've shared my story, and my story will be known even far into the future. And that will be quite evident publicly of my character. So I don't really care. Reality is I've been single for a long time while I heal from these situations and grow. It's not necessarily just deeply healing from that situation. I just set higher standards now. I won't have a troll in me. I won't have anyone toxic around me ever again. You learn that lesson quite fast. That's the difference, really. It's about learn the lesson. Don't be scared to share your voice, though. Sod that stuff. That's what they wanted me to do. They wanted to keep me silent. So if you start accusing me of that, you're shit scared to talk about it because people think bad of you. Difference to me, I couldn't give a shit what anyone thinks of me. That's the difference. So I'm very resilient like that. But I can't help but think, let's wait a few years, and I'm in a relationship, and it's going beautifully, because I'll only ever accept the best. I have very high standards, and I know I'm worth it. So one day, I've no idea. I've no doubt I'll be known in the future, Not even that far into the future now. And I will have someone incredible by my side, and people will see how beautiful that relationship is. So even if anybody had like an inkling, like maybe a little doubt, like, oh, I wonder if they are like this. Well, that'll be my testimony, won't it? Like, what do they think of me? Because they can leave at any moment. The thing is with me, I'm very transparent, which is why a lot of people, even strangers, will know an awful lot of my life, which is a bit rare, I think, for people to be that transparent and you see all their story. And I'm that transparent that I've already said publicly, like, I know who my counterpart is, and I trust them with my life. They're just healing at the moment. They're healing. And I have no doubt that my future I'll be wealthy. And the thing with me is I don't care about money. It doesn't define who I am. I've been poor all my life. I'm on a very deep spiritual journey, and I know spirit guides my path. So what I know is anyone that crosses me will reach their karma eventually. It's not for me to determine when or how, and I have no say in it, and I don't want no say in it. I just get on with my life. But what I do know is spirit watches everything, and they're guiding my life towards being in the spotlight. But that means also they're not going to take kindly to anyone that tries to dampen my image or tries to be like say things that are wrong. So personally, I'll risk it all, and I don't really care. So, the person who I consider my counterpart, I wouldn't be interested in getting one of those. I don't know what you call it. What do you call it? Where you get that, where you put it in writing or whatever the hell it is, that law thing where you just say, look, this is the rule. If we get married, you can't take my money and all this shit if it doesn't work out. I ain't interested in all that shit. I can't remember what you call it. Normally I'd know the word, but I've already said publicly I wouldn't do that. So if one day someone sees I'm married, just know that person I'm married to, it's a true test of faith. You know, if they leave and they try to take everything, so be it. I started with nothing. I'll risk having nothing. It is what it is. Because I'm not interested in contingency plans. I'm not interested in building a relationship on you having a different class system. It's not. I'm not doing that. If I truly love someone and I intend to marry them, then they equal everything. Our life comes together, and that's how I am. And it's a bit naive in some respects, but I wouldn't do that just for anyone anyway. I'm not an idiot. I'm asking spirit all the time. I'm communicating with them. Every time I ask about this person, they're always in support, and it's always beautiful. And I know their heart is pure, and I have trust that if it didn't work out for whatever reason, and we had to go our own ways, they wouldn't be spiteful. You know, obviously you wouldn't expect things to end, but if things did, you just don't expect people to be spiteful. And in all honesty, we've both had our own traumas anyway, so I think we've both been through an awful lot to heal from. But they deserve the world too. So anyway, I just make it. This isn't me trying to start and ignite another war or anything. It's just I'm just talking facts, and that's just what I've been up against, and I don't forget anything. And when I put the pieces together, I think personally, because this people wanted to start a brand new life, and I was an obstacle towards them building their life because of the relationship with my daughter, I think at that period of their life, they wanted me removed permanently. That's what I think. And I'll never sway from that. Now, they may change their mind now because maybe their relationship isn't as strong now, it's not worth all that. And it wouldn't, and now they recognize the impact it would have on our daughter, for instance. But I don't doubt for a moment in the past that's what they wanted. That's why they kept putting so much pressure on me. But it is. But look at little old me now. And that's the thing. I'm just trying to show people really that you can go from being accused of these things and you can go through some incredible trauma. But it's like always believing yourself. People can believe any narrative they want. It's not up to. I can't define what someone believes. If someone wants to believe a load of nonsense, then believe it. But sometimes you've got to look at the agenda and what someone got to gain from it. That's something, isn't it? So. Yeah, whatever people do, let them be nuts. The spirit will sort it out eventually. So with that in mind, let's go through a couple of videos that come up, only because I'm trying to wrap up my A Star Is Born series, and I'm just thinking it'd be pretty good for that, really. One, I haven't actually watched all of it. I just watched maybe the first 30 seconds, minute. The other I watched a bit, but I might do it in reverse order just because it's a bit more interesting to me because I haven't seen it. Yeah, let's do it in reverse order. So I'll do the one I've just seen, and then there's another video later that I was going to do a video on, but I couldn't be bothered. But because I'm already doing this one, might as well throw it in. Anyway, if that makes sense. So we do this one.
There's an untrustworthy friend here. Someone is coming in disguised. Watch yourself, Spirit is telling me. You've grown tremendously. Everything about you, from the way you look to the way you speak, everything about you. You've learned a lot of lessons, Divine Collective. I hear that you are the phoenix rising from the ashes. Someone, you see the orbs? I see the orbs. Someone is telling people that you did magic on them. But who I'm speaking to, you don't do any magic at all. You don't do any magic. You are all
I'm getting goosebumps like crazy right now.
Natural, Spirit is saying. There's a warlock here, a demon. Very evil. Very evil. Someone here is going to be receiving a phone call. Some type of lengthy email or text.
Right, before we go here, I didn't even notice this before. I want to make it clear that obviously not every video is for you, but if you watch is going to be for you. But I know which ones, and like I said, I just got goosebumps. You know, if that ain't a sign, I don't know what it is. But let's go. Let's do another sign, shall we? Like I've shown so many signs in my life. Look at the hearts. 111. I've shown I've always got synchronicities in my life. You know, so doesn't mean the whole of this video is accurate for my circumstance, but I wouldn't be surprised. And I haven't even seen up to here.
Your ancestors have pinned someone down here. They've sewn this warlock's mouth shut for lying on you, Divine Collective. I see you as a very independent spirit here. There's a Taurus that is wicked in this storyline, Spirit is telling me. Someone really came for the right one. These people are being tormented. They're not doing too well. Divine Collective, Spirit is telling me that God allows people to reject you for 3 reasons. Either they're not good for you, not good to you, or not good for you. Not good for what he's doing in you. Someone close to you, Divine Collective, has money that belongs to you. Keep moving forward. Stay motivated. Everything is falling into place. You will get everything back that has been stolen from you, plus more.
When they say money, I get signs of inheritance from another side of the family. But I don't think she means that, because I think she's seeing cards, and I think she's probably seeing something physical in this reality, hence the money. I think it's my daughter.
Plus much more. Do not be tempted to lower your standards here, okay? I see the orbs everywhere. It's distracting me. Someone here within your energy, they're not changing. Maybe it is that you're holding on to some type of hope for this person. But I don't see this person changing. They're a very cold energy. Spirit is telling me that this person is used to what and who they are. Christmas is significant in this reading. Someone wants to have a serious relationship with you. In the moment, Divine Collective, you are being aligned with a brand new timeline here. You've outgrown all these people that you once knew. You're just out here creating your legacy, bringing in your abundance.
She literally said that, and the time duration hit 444. I don't really normally stare at it, but it did, yeah.
And this person within your energy, this very cold and detached energy that I'm picking up on, they're exhausted. Spirit is saying that they're lost in the darkness. But this person is fine with who they are. They're used to this being this way. Okay? I do feel like they're going to try to get back to you, okay? Because a part of them is tired of this player-like energy that I'm picking up on.
before she gets any further, I do this on purpose. I know it may slow down my progress because maybe there's something to learn in this situation for them to heal, or maybe they have to talk to me. I don't know. I don't want them talking to me. That's not me trying to be sort of defensive and stuff. It's just I've already spoken on this, haven't I? I've already said in terms of relationships and things, I'm looking for a best friend, and I've already found that. I'm just waiting. They're healing, so they've gone on their own little journey, and I think they'll be back. And that's the only person I want. That's all I want. I don't want nothing else. You could be the most famous person on the planet. At this point in time, I'm not looking for anyone else. I'm laser focused on that person. But if they got a heal, hit the healing. So definitely someone from the past who's tried to destroy me. They got absolutely no chance. They're not my best friend. It's like I don't want anything less. And if anything, we're enemies at this point. That's what that is, isn't it? It's just like you just move on. And the other side of that is I've got no interest in trying to heal people from my past. I wish them well and I hope they heal. But they will have to heal externally away from me. You won't be getting my support through it. I've on my own journey, my own timeline. I don't have time to give to my time and energy to everybody. And I'm definitely not going to give my time and energy to anyone that's betrayed me in my lifetime. So although I could help, I'm not. You have to figure it out for yourself.
So they're going to try to come in and test the waters. And what it is that I'm feeling is if you don't say what it is that they hope you will, they're basically just going to go back to being this player. Okay?
The thing is, this doesn't affect my life. I don't care what someone does. And I say this all the time. I'll give people the tools to do their healing journey, but it's for people to do it themselves. And if you're going to be that weak that where you don't get what you want, you can't invest in yourself then, and you think, oh, you know what, it's not worth it, then that's the answer in itself, isn't it? You was expecting someone to do it all for you. I've done everything on my own. So it's like, how much do you love yourself? How much do you want to love yourself? Again, that's the best I'm going to do in terms of helping that person heal if they're seeing anything I do. They shouldn't because they're blocked. Anybody that betrays me or disrespects, I block them. I don't go looking for them ever again. I block them. If they find other avenues to find me, then that really shows a level of obsession on their end, not on mine.
Someone's brother is significant, or someone that they look to as a brother. This may be somebody who knows something about your money. The end of a tough cycle is approaching, Divine Collective. Work on communication. You are being redirected here. You are on the right path as well. Spirit is saying, I will end your worries. I will increase your finances. You are attracting good people, Divine Collective. There's a pregnancy here to trap someone. You may be finding out information when it comes to this karmic energy that I'm picking up on that is trying to trap someone by getting pregnant. This may be what that long text message that you are going to receive is about, that lengthy email or text message, okay? I'm hearing surgery, operation, anesthesia, procedure, contamination, something to do with the back and the spine, hospital being significant, surgery, operation, anesthesia, procedure, contamination, the back, the spine, and hospital is significant. Whoever this is I'm picking up on, Spirit is saying that they just refuse to take accountability for anything that they do. They wasted your time with empty promises, Divine Collective. And now they're trying to manifest you back. This person has been working very diligently to bring towers towards you, Divine Collective. You've not been showing this person any attention. And that's how you're transmuting all this negative energy, all this spell work they've been sending your way, because you're not paying it any mind. You're not.
The thing about manifestation, I'll just say briefly, is it doesn't always just work how you want it. You can sort of obsess about someone and hope it comes closer and closer. It it only comes if it's in alignment. You can't just manifest anything at will. It's not going to happen. So it's like people have free will and all sorts. My path is too strong. So anyone that's not part of that journey or needed for that, no matter how much they desire, they won't get anywhere anyway. Because I'm too strong in my own divinity, and I already know what I want, and I know what's aligned for me, and spirit's pushing me towards that. So someone else might think, oh yeah, but I want. It's like you're going to be really, really disappointed. I've wanted my counterpart for a long time. We met in 2021, and yet I still haven't had that, and yet I'm on a huge healing journey. And one would think, good things should come. And it's like even they haven't even come for me yet. But it's imminent, as we see in the science here, and I know it's imminent. But I have to afford them the space that they need. So yeah, that's a divine connection. So imagine a connection that's not meant for you. What chance do they have? It's like, come on, focus on your own life now. Leave the past behind. We don't need to keep repeating. I have no interest at all. Absolutely no interest. At the end of the day, the life I've built has been in spite of the past. It's been transmuting that, not go back to live in that. I don't want that. What does that do? Again, if you do this idea that you trade places with people, who in this lifetime would you want to trade places with? I don't want to trade places with anyone. That's how much I love myself and my life. I love who I am. So if someone else looks at others and thinks, "Oh, I would love to be them," it's like you need to find the love of yourself. That's the only way you're going to survive this world. You shouldn't be seeking to be someone you're not.
Focused on what people might be doing, even if you know that they're doing it. This person wanted your burdens to be heavy, but the ancestors are guiding you to forgive and move forward here, Divine Collective. These people have invested into their own burdens. You know what you're here to do, Spirit is telling me. You're showing up in a very attractive energy. This person really wanted to attack your confidence here. There's going to be a major increase in finances after you start taking more control here, Divine Collective. You are in an ascended master energy at the moment, fulfilling the contract. You answered the call. And someone here is going to jail. There's evidence. Peace, love, and light.
I want to make a point here. There was something I was going to talk about then. I was getting huge goosebumps at the end. I can't remember what she said. It really triggered in my mind.
Energy at the moment, fulfilling the contract.
Yeah.
You
I spoke about this recently about once we finish this lifetime, we ascend, so you go back to source and you have this thing. And I did a video recently, like I don't know what level I am on that side, but I know I'm quite high. So we should ascended master. I mean, that's the level over in spirit as well. And when I did my tarot cards in the previous video, for instance, it's got the high priestess and the hierophant, which are very spiritual teachers, very intuitive and spiritually gifted. So that points out towards that. So the reality is I've come here for a big purpose, and then these people have tried to destroy me, and spirit isn't going to take kindly to that. They'll allow it to happen to a point for me to learn my lessons and then for them to be tested for as long as possible. But because my daughter's involved to an extent, she's stuck in the middle of it. It's important that she learns from the situations as well. So it's really important. There's a lot she will learn in this lifetime from it. So that's really, I think personally, if she wasn't involved, I think that those involved lives would have tumbled a lot quicker. They would have had to learn their lesson a lot quicker than they have so far. I think because of her, my daughter's needing to learn in situations, they've kept this status quo. And when the spirit finally says, right, there's enough of this, I think that's been enough. So I don't get to determine that. I just push forward, keep moving forward. When she's supposed to return, she'll return. And really, other people's journey is none of my business. Like someone could see you're going to be successful and want to jump on the train, but then what they don't realize is the only reason you're successful is because they're not on that train. So it's not a case of you could join in and then you get to have it. No, you've got too much karma to work through. The universe wouldn't allow you to have it. And I'm aware. When you do really bad things in this world, you're going to have to make up for it. You're going to have to make peace somewhere and start again and really learn your lessons. And it's It's for you to figure that out. People's mortality and morality and shit. That's for them. I always do things to my highest good. So I stand by everything I say and do. I don't live a life of regrets because I'm always trying to do the best I can in a given situation and not at the expense of others. I only talk upon my life and my story and the things I've been through, even though there are that negative things attacking me, you know? It's like I'm not doing it to try to sort of dig deeper into the people involved. I do it to raise awareness of it because there'll be people who have been through similar situations who maybe have struggled to overcome it. And I'm showing that I stand up to it. And that's really the answer. You still stay true to yourself. What someone projects onto you is not who you are. Just because if someone says, oh, you're this, you're that, that's not who I am. I'm not taking on that. Just because you want me to be that or you maybe it fits your narrative, that's not true. And if people want to believe it, then if they don't be sheep, because a lot of time people make assumptions without hearing both sides of a story, you know? So it is what it is. Yeah, I'm just interested in doing whatever spirit needs me to do, not what some what dipshits want. so this is the other
God
video.
is getting ready to do a 180 in your life, and I'm praying this reaches who was supposed to hear this today, because I wasn't even sure I was going to record a TikTok, and I kept hearing 180, and I'm like,
do you want to hear something cool? I'm going to show you now. Another synchronicity. I was just looking. I don't always get synchronicities, but I get them a lot. So I was like, oh, that's close. So especially, oh crap.
God is.
I'm trying to do it, but it's going to go mental. A special number for me is 343. So if I see that, I'm like, ah, this was 342, and I thought, oh, that's close. I don't know if you can see that on the hearts there.
People.
Oh, for Pete's sake!
God is getting ready to do.
God damn it, this thing's annoying. So anyway, 342 on the likes, right? I'm not going to be able to get this any clearer though. If you look at the time at the bottom, 3 minutes 42 duration, and yet on the likes it's 342. How mad is that? 342, 342. That's synchronicity. Anyway, show people by doing that. Hopefully, it helps people see the signs too if they ever get them.
A 180 in your life, and I'm praying this reaches who was supposed to hear this today, because I wasn't even sure I was going to record a TikTok, and I kept hearing 180, and I'm like, this is somebody's word out there, okay? Listen, honey, I don't know, but I feel like you've always been in this fight mode. You've always had to like fight to pay your bills on time, fight to find the funds, or fight off people, you know, and I don't mean physically, you know, spiritually or, you know, mentally, people that didn't want to see you succeed. And so you're just so used to having to fight for everything in your life. And God is showing me like your next season is going to be so different with this 180 that he's about to do. He's like taking you from over here to over here. He's taking you from, you know, poverty to having more than enough. He's taking you from, you know, everybody being against you to everybody being for you. And I feel like you're already starting to see your life change. You're already starting to see bits and pieces of this come in, and people are treating you differently. And it's almost like you're not sure how to respond. And honey, like, these are things you prayed for. There's a saying that I love so much. It goes, I still remember the days that I prayed for the things I have now. And honey, that's about to be you. Some of these things you have wanted for so long, and I feel like it's like you don't even know how to react. You're like, I can't believe that I finally don't have to worry about paying this bill. I can't believe that these people actually want to work with me. I can't believe these people are being so nice to me and want to see me do well. I feel like you have not been treated the way you should have been treated. And
the thing is, a lot of people, to be honest, even if they don't have bad intentions, they get jealous. It's unreal. Like, people can't work with me because they always want to be front and center, and they don't like. I know I'm great at what I do because I see people do. It's not judging, but I see people do similar things, and I hear them talking, and I'm like, you don't have much conviction to your voice. You seem like very nervous, and it's like, I don't know. It's just I just recognize that I'm great. I'm good at what I do. I know I'm good at what I do, and Spirit's put me in this position. So it's not an insecurity in that sense, you know. But yeah, I tend to find that too many people are just flaky or insecure, you know, and it becomes a bit of a problem.
And a lot of the things, though, that you went through, honey, is because you were meant to be a leader. You were meant to be a testimony. And, you know, people don't get that kind of level, if you will, without going through some stuff. And you've been through your stuff. And now it's finally time for this 180 to come in and for you to experience a way different life. It's going to be very different for you. And I feel like you know what I'm going to say next, and that's you've got to remember to keep your eyes on God and give him all the glory, because none of this would happen without him. But it's going to truly be so special. I'm praying this Regis who is supposed to hear this today. Let me know in the comments below if I found you, if I helped you, if you need prayers. Hit that plus sign and share this video. But I'm rooting for you. I'm praying for you. It took you a lot to get here, okay? And I think it took so much because God wants to make sure that when things do get better for you, you appreciate it. There's so many people, when they get what they want, they start to, not show as much gratitude as they used to. They start to, let it change them. But God has worked with you so much on changing, and here you've done so much healing that you're at the point where things can work out for you and you're still going to remain humble. So allow it to work out for you. Allow things to get better, okay? You don't have to know how to react. At the end of the day, all you have to do is show that gratitude. All you have to do is give that glory to him. You're going to be on your knees, honey. You're going to be on your knees because that's how good it's about to get. Keep going. You got this.
I want to make a point here because it pops into my head because people are sometimes skeptical of things and stuff. And I think when something comes into you, one of the notions will be they obviously sold themselves to the devil or something. It's like, no, I've done everything actively against the devil. I am a warrior of light. I work for the light. I work for my angels and God, spirit source. I am literally a vessel for them to work through me against corruption and evil and greed. And that's why my path has been so hard and long, because I just won't take an easy way out of anything. So yeah, it's certainly, I am being used as a tool for spirit. So we do one more just before we do it, because there was a video I did I think it was this guy. I had him earlier, but he's done another one. It was good.
Are you ready to be the most successful version of yourself? Like, genuinely, are you ready for that? Because that's exactly what's coming in for this collective, okay? That's all I keep hearing is like, you are about to experience the most success you've ever experienced in your life, okay? Definitely 2025 is going to be that year for you to transition into the most abundant version of yourself, for you to literally become the most abundant version of yourself. And you're going to be setting yourself up for the rest of your life, okay? I feel like you're going to be like well known in like whatever it is that you're going to be doing. Your voice is going to be heard. Your name is going to be known. Okay. Like I'm seeing a lot. Okay. I'm seeing billboards in my mind's eye right now. We got justice falling on onto the floor. Yes, this is your justice. This is something. So I'm hearing that like, it's been a long time coming. I feel like you have gone through a lot, okay? And I see that whatever it is, the dream that you have, this has always been destined, okay? This has always been in the cards for you, literally. 1, 2, 3 on the timer. You might have hit really like rock bottom, especially this year. And the only way to go is up, okay? So I'm seeing legal matters being taken care of, okay? And I usually don't tap into that type of stuff, but I'm really seeing that. I'm seeing that like there's going to be like a huge success thing. Oh, and we got the 3 of Cups, something to celebrate. The 3 of Cups keeps coming out in my readings today. So definitely huge celebrations. There's going to be like something I just see that you're going to be living lavish, okay? You're going to be like with your friends, you're going to be with your people, your circle, a tight circle at that. There's only 3 people here. I just feel like you are going to bring in some type of success, and you're going to be attracting successful friends into your space as well. Like you're all going to be celebrating something, okay? Love that. Love that, okay? Leaving behind this competition, 2 to 2 on the timer, leaving this 2 of Swords energy, like competitiveness, comparison, and like all that shit. It's like, no more of that. And these people that you are walking away from can stay in that energy, 2, 3, 4 on the timer, and you can keep ascending into your true success, okay? I see that you're a very genuine person, and you deserve this more than anyone, honestly. I'm seeing that. Let's see. Ooh. You're the most qualified person for this. You're chosen for this, okay? Literally overqualified for this. And I feel like there's going to be a lot of people that have been fighting for this role that you're going to be in, for this success. Like perhaps you're getting promoted, or you're moving up to like CEO, or like whatever it is. It's like you're becoming so successful, and I feel like a lot of people have fought their way to get to where you're about to be. And for some reason, for a lot of good reasons, you are the one that is the person for the job. Okay, Ace of Wands in reverse. A lot of people couldn't do this. A lot of people didn't have it in them. Okay, and the reason why you are the person for the job is because you have gone through so much. You've healed so much. You've done a lot of internal introspection, and searching, like soul searching, and like you just like you had the courage to go inside and see who you were. And the person that knows themselves most is most qualified for anything, for that matter. You know what I'm hearing? That you are the true one for this. There's something, so I'm hearing like generational curse breaker, like you are the one to change your lineage. Okay, so you're the chosen one, right? So it's like whatever it is, you stand in truth. You stand in your power. You stand in like, you're very humble. I'm seeing that you're very humble, and you were literally handpicked for this. So when this comes into your reality, I'm hearing to not doubt it for a single second, because you know deep down that you were destined for this, that you were the one to do this. I'm seeing like Moana in my mind's eye, you know, like, why did you choose me? And it's like, the reason why I chose you is because you are true at heart, okay? You have a pure heart. You are the one to live out this legacy. I'm hearing 505 on the timer, okay? Let's see. So yeah, we got the Hangman here and the Emperor in reverse. Wow. I just heard your ancestors have been waiting for you. They have been waiting for you to bring this in, to have this success, to bring this justice into your lineage, to have to claim this generational wealth. I'm hearing that they have been waiting so long for you to build this empire, to build this legacy. I'm hearing that if you don't feel like you're ready right now, that doesn't really matter. You are going to become it more and more and more as you develop in your life. Okay, I don't care how old you are. I'm hearing that you are going to develop this the more that you walk this path. Okay, 555 on the timer. This generational wealth is yours. Okay, this is for you. Okay, and I got the moon here, so it's like there's things that you're not being able to see, things that are being hidden for a reason. And it's so that you don't sabotage anything, okay? It's so that you don't hurt yourself with too much information, I'm hearing, okay? Yeah, so that you don't skip a beat, that you don't, what's it called? Yeah, you don't create something, and like sabotaging is the word here, but it's like so that you don't destroy what is meant for you, okay? So that it doesn't like slip through your fingers. Like you're supposed to develop into a person that can handle all this, that can maintain this wealth, that can maintain the success. Wow. Magician. You are the chosen one for this, okay? I just keep saying that. I keep saying that. You are the chosen one for this. You are the master alchemist in your lineage to really bring forth this energy, okay? You are the one to carry the weight of the ancestors, and then also to transmute it into abundance, into prosperity and stuff. Okay, last message here. Yeah, not a lot of people had it like you. Okay, a lot of people were stuck in their ego. A lot of people in your lineage chose the lower path. They didn't choose this path that you are walking on, and so they didn't have the ability to transmute this energy. Okay, but you do. You do. And I'm not here to like boost your fucking ego or anything, but you literally have what it takes to carry on this successful legacy, if you will. Okay? Wow. King of Swords and the Hierophant. I just keep hearing that they've waited for you. They've waited for you to come. They've waited for you to be born. Some prophecy shit, okay? Yup. You're destined for so much. Okay, there's like 4 cards I flew out here. You are destined for so much greatness. And I'm hearing that this is going to be a wild ride, but it's going to be absolutely worth it. Okay. And a lot of it had to do with just you choosing yourself. I'm seeing as well. A lot of it had to do with putting your self-worth first. Okay. Divine feminine energy. Heavy on that. Okay.